Hey, Steve Jolly with the Home Buying Skills Channel. On today's show, we're going to talk about the 2023 housing market forecast. And are we in a recession? Are you ready to get started? Let's get to business. Now, let's talk about that housing recession. Now, the National Association of Home Builders has a housing index, and that dropped to a low of 33 on a scale of 100. And anything below 50 means it is a shrinking market. Now, Robert Deese, the chief economist for the National Association of Home Builders, expects a declining market in 2023 for new home builds. And he also said that new home construction is down 11 months in a row in 2022. And that's the longest streak we've had in some time. Now, this can be the first time in 11 years where single-family home starts are lower in the current year than they were in the previous year. I know that sounds a little scary, but it's okay. The housing industry is about 20% of our GDP, of our gross domestic product, every year across the United States. So it's a tool that the Fed uses to either slow down the market, slow down the economy, to slow down inflation, or they use it to bring the economy out of a recession by lowering the interest rates and stimulating the housing industry. And they influence the market by changing the federal funds rate. And that's the rate at which the Fed lets banks borrow money overnight to meet their depository requirements. If that rate gets higher, it makes banking more expensive, which tends to increase the mortgage rates. Now let's talk about Realtor.com and their recently released 2023 housing market forecast. Now, Realtor.com thinks that median home prices in the U.S. will increase by 5.4% in 2023. They also expect interest rates to average about 7.4% for a 30-year fixed loan and then finish the year at about 7.1%. And that's significantly different from the average between 2013 and 2019, which is a 4% interest rate. They also expect existing home sales to be down 14.4% in 2023 over 2022, and they expect rent to grow 6% in 2023. For me, it's hard to understand how they're forecasting a 5% price increase with higher inventory and much lower sales. Now let's take a look at what Zillow thinks is going to happen in 2023 in their forecast. Now, Zillow and their home value index is expected to decline about 0.6% in early 2023 and then rebound to 0.8% growth by the end of the year. They also expect existing home sales to be down 2% in 2023 as compared to 2022. They're also expecting a shift in new construction from single-family homes to more rental units. And they're also expecting a surge in first-time landlords. They believe many people are going to become landlords for the first time in 2023. And Zillow also expects for rents to rise faster than home prices next year. So if you're renting, that's something else you need to keep in mind. Now let's take a look at CoreLogic and what they're forecasting for 2023. They also expect prices to rise across the U.S. 4.1% by October 2023. They also say the top 5 areas where price drops are likely to happen are in the Northwest and in Destin, Florida. Now, the National Mortgage Bankers Association has a slightly different take on their outlook for 2023. Now, they expect growth in 2023 as much as 0.7%, followed by a 0.1% decline in prices in 2024. They also expect housing starts, which have been declining for 11 straight months, to pick back up in the third quarter of 2023. And their last prediction, and everybody will love this, they expect the 30-year fixed loan rate will be at about 5.2% by the end of 2023. So I've given you most of the really high-level forecasts at this time, but there are many more forecasts and predictions for 2023, and not all of them has a rosy picture as these ones I've shared with you today. Some folks expect prices to drop as much as 20% across the United States. So many of these are research firms like Moody's, Morgan Stanley, KPMG, Goldman Sachs, and some of them sell securities, and they may have a sort of a bias against real estate. And the last thing you want to remember, all real estate is local. If you want to sell your house or you want to buy a house, it depends on the market factors in your specific area. The supply and demand can be different in one tiny area than it is in the neighboring community next door. So you need to take a look at what's happening in your area, consult an expert. If you need help, reach out to me. Thank you for watching this video on the housing market. If you liked it, click the like button to let us know you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below, and I'll be sure to answer each and every one of them. And be sure to subscribe and hit the like button so you never miss another episode. Take care and have a great day.